What's up, Melvin here again, and today I'm going to give you the long-term review of my usage of the Parcours Strade. So check this out. So today, actually, I really want to give you my honest opinion on the Parcours Strade that I've been using and a bit of background on this product as well. To be full disclosure to you, I'm actually sponsored of this wheel set by Infinitely Active, and but they did allow me to say whatever I want and no cash transaction was done. So I'm going to give you my honest review, and this is what my opinion is lah. I can tell you, I can get it. I can get it why they actually optimized the 28mm tires just to fit this wheel set. Because after using 28mm tires, tubeless, oh my goodness, I feel that it absorbs the road vibration so well. I feel that the rolling resistance is so good. I get it. I understand why people use 28mm tires, and I understand now why people are making wider tires, wider wheel sets. And Parcours Strade is optimized for 28mm, and I love it. The front depth is 49.2mm, the rear is 54mm. The max rim width, which is very interesting because the front rim width is 32mm, you know. Most rim sets are probably 28, 26. This is 32mm front, you know, and the rear is 30mm. So you can see that the front and the rear wheels are very different in terms of their rim width and depth, right? And the cool part is the internal rim width, which is a massive 22mm, 22.5mm. That's one of a big one because normally rim width inside internal are about 21 right now. So this one goes a bit bigger. And the weight listed here is 1.5 kg. It's using Safin CX Ray 24 front and 24 rear spokes, and that's about it. Well, basically one of the biggest advantage I have testing this wheel set in Malaysia is, number one, I am heavy, right? I'm quite a large rider, and also I do quite a decent mileage, not a lot. I'm not the strongest rider, I'm probably a typical Joe, but the wonderful thing is Malaysia has the best potholes for you to test any wheel set. So basically, I've been using this wheel set. I think I've covered close to about 5,000 kilometers of this wheel set. Okay, this wheel set is actually built for 28mm in the sense that it's actually perfect. It's aero tested in the wind tunnel for 28mm, and it's perfect at quite a few yaw angles. So far so good. Accelerated at about 43 km per hour. Holding the speed at about 39 km per hour. 41. I think to the aerodynamic, this wheel so far is pretty good. Responsive and out of breath. So out of the almost a year of using this wheel set, covering close to about 5,000 kilometers, right, of an amateur cyclist. So I've done climbs, I've done downhills, I've done sprints, I've done flat roads, and so that you have a bit of context, my FTP was 247, but now my FTP dropped maybe 160 because I was hospitalized. I was out of season for about 5 months. I'm trying to build up my momentum, but I think I do cover majority of cyclists in Asia, or even like, you know, hobbyists lah. So my thought about this wheel set generally is, I do highly appreciate the 28mm tires. The ride is smooth, it takes up the bumps very well, so that you know I'm using tubeless with tubeless sealant as well. And I am actually 95 kilos now. I was 90, but I gained weight because of the hospitalization. And so based on that, I actually pumped 80 psi. 80 at the rear. At the front, I probably pumped about 75, a bit at 75, 76. And so far, in terms of wheel vibration, hand vibration, ride comfort, it is perfect. I tell you, once I've used 28mm, I think it's going to be very difficult for me to go back to 25mm. And the surprising thing is, even though I'm using 28mm, right, the wheel set generally becomes heavier, right, because it's a bigger wheel. And not only that, I'm also using tubeless, and not only that, I'm also using one step down of a pro tire, meaning if you're using a Schwabe model, which I am right now, Schwabe has this Schwabe Pro 1 tire, and they are light, and I'm using Schwabe 1. I'm not using the Pro tire. So in terms of weight penalty, this wheel set is heavy, like 1.6 kilo with this wheel all set up, right, and tubeless and all. And the surprising thing is, even though it is a heavier wheel set, Genting Sempah, when I climb, which is about a 13-kilometer climb, with an average gradient of about 6%, thereabout, I actually hit a PR faster by about a minute or two, comparing to my lighter wheel set, which is about 1.4 kilo using a 25mm tire. So this wheel climbs superb. I'm telling you that. It climbs brilliantly. I have a feeling it climbs very well, mainly because of the 28mm tire, and I'm using tubeless. So that helps tremendously. Because Genting Sempah is rough. The road is rough. Oh, bumpy. Crazy bumpy. Oh, bumpy. My goodness, what the hell is... Oh, shit. What else? Sprinting. I'm okay with it. I can't tell much difference between my 1.4 kilo wheel set. I'm not going to tell you the brand because I don't want to compare wheels to wheels. I'm not going to tell you my experience about this one. But if I would compare a 1.4 kilo wheel set with this 1.6 kilo, I can't tell much difference in terms of sprint test. I feel that generally it's a lively wheel anyway. But if I would say the liveliest wheel I've tested is definitely the Dura C60. Heavy wheel, but it's so stiff, it definitely sprints very well. But going back to this Parcours Strade 49mm 54mm wheel set, I would say it sprints well, but what I do appreciate is definitely on going flat. If I'm going flat at about 40 km per hour to 45 km per hour, I feel that it sustains the wheel, the momentum very well. It sustains the speed very well. I feel less effort comparing to my 1.4 kilo wheel set. I believe could be because of the stored kinetic energy and all those stuff. I would definitely say that on the flat, this wheel is a dream to ride on, mainly because of its aerodynamic and the weight. Aerodynamic side, I feel that it cruises really well head on. And the best part I like about this wheel is the crosswind. Whenever a big truck or bus or whatever come across you, I feel that the tire, the wheel set itself don't really feel jittery as much as compared to other wheel set I've tested. I would say this wheel set surprises me for only 5,950 ringgit, so slightly at the 6,000 ringgit. So I would say it is very good. If I would give my only thought about this wheel set, I mean, let's talk about pros and cons. Okay, pros, flat does it very well. Flat does very well. Climb is very decent, surprisingly, for the weight and the depth of the wheel set, and the comfort is really good. It's stiff enough, but it's not as stiff as other wheel set I've tested, but it's stiff enough. It's a UK brand. What's not to love? The design overall is really good. I like the hub, so engagement is pretty good, and overall the hub is very smooth, even though it's just a stainless steel hub. Okay, let's talk about hubs. I've tested quite a lot of hubs as well throughout my life in cycling for the past almost 8 years. If I would compare, for example, cult bearing, I've tested ceramic speed bearings, I've tested Kogel bearings, I've used enduro bearings, and right now I'm using what's it called, Iso bearings, which is a stainless steel bearing. It's very smooth. I'm telling you, it's very smooth. Climbing engagement is responsive. I think the only gripe I have this wheel set is the fact that it doesn't come with a bag. I do appreciate wheel set to come with a bag because it's easy for me to not only carry the bag around or to store the bag, because I might have multiple wheel sets. So if I'm not using the wheel set, it's nice for me to keep the wheel in the bag, so at least I don't damage the wheel set. But again, for that price of almost 6,000 ringgit below, I guess if they do give me a bag, the price will go up. But honestly speaking, how much is a bag cost? I don't need anything luxurious. Like Xantis give the best and the most beautiful bags, wheel bags. But if they just give me a simple bag just to keep it from scratching and easy for me to store, I'll appreciate it 100%, right? Highly recommend it. If you want it, you can buy from all the authorized retailers or contact Infinitely Active about it when they'll tell you where you can get it. And I have no complaints about this wheel set at all. I'll tell you one thing. I've sold my expensive wheel set for this. So that's a testament. For 6,000 ringgit, this wheel set is a dream to use. That's all I want to say. And if this helps you at all in any small way, do again share, like, and subscribe. And if you are thinking about getting this wheel set, get it, because for 6,000 ringgit, it's a no-brainer. So that's all, folks. Take care and God bless.